straight. Let me start it.
Yeah, last weekend when it was the power was out, we went out there and got a couple of them jokers. Made some shish kebabs with them.
Right.
All right. So when I'm talking mostly, should be on the Blackmagic camera, and we'll start off on that one, camera 1. And if anybody say something in the chat, it'll show there, and you can shout them out.
Okay.
Okay. And we already live, so.
Welcome to the
J-Rock in the building, event stream team. Testing out this contraption right here. It's straight out the box. So just to set the scene for you, this is the Blackmagic Design Studio Camera 4K Pro. I'm running via SDI to my rig. The lighting in the room is just the room light. And then I got one LED light. The audio and all that stuff may not be perfect because this is just a quick test that we threw together. The camera isn't dialed in yet. So this is like kind of out the box, just a quick look of how the camera looks live with a live stream. And the lens that I'm using is the Olympus, and I think is the, what is it, 12 to 150 or something like that.
It'll be in the description.
It'll be in the description with a link. And so, real quick, I want to shout out my producers. We got my homie Big L. He's on the switcher tonight.
Yes, sir.
We got DJ B Love. She's manning one of the cameras tonight. And so this is just straight off the cuff. We're in the same room, so we don't have comms hooked up today. So you're going to hear them talking to each other. You're going to hear me talking to them. This is just a quick, raw, dirty look at the camera, at the quality, the low light performance. I would say these are little small recessed lights in my studio. And then I got one LED light here, just at 40% brightness. And so I just really wanted to give not even a super lit studio test, but a quick and dirty look at how the camera performs and the lighting quality. Feel free to hit up the comments if you got any questions. And yeah.
Don't forget to
like,
don't forget to
subscribe.
and hit us up with that super chat too.
We can't do that yet.
Oh,
We need them subscribers. We need them subscribers first.
Tell your mom and them to subscribe, y'all.
Hey, with Power Jam DJs on Patreon though.
Okay.
So if you see me looking over to my left, I'm being nosy and looking at Lawrence on the rig. He's the one switching the cameras. And so Lawrence, you want to show him how the camera look on camera 3, the camera 3 shot. And so this is how the camera looks on a tripod. This is not the permanent tripod that we're going to be using. We're going to get probably another Manfrotto N8 or something so all the tripods can match. I really like those Skechler tripods, but I looked those up. Man, those things are like $5,000 and $6,000 for a tripod. I was like, I bet I buy Ursa's 12K before I get that. All right, but Lawrence, you can feel free to swap in and out the cameras as you feel and see fit.
Okay.
So coming back to camera 1, this is the Blackmagic Design 12K Pro. Just a quick live stream test here in my studio. For those you don't know me, my name is J-Rock, and I represent the event stream team and Power Jam DJs. We started off DJing and doing lighting for events. 2008, we decided to start live streaming and doing all that fun stuff. 2017, we started to take live streaming more seriously and really started to invest in the infrastructure side of things. And so now, in the middle of a pandemic, we are one of the pre-COVID live streaming experts that service the Baltimore, Washington corridor. And so, and I'm looking at this live stream on my phone, and straight out the gate, I don't think it looks too bad, considering the colors and everything aren't tweaked, but the colors are accurate for the most part. Maybe a little more saturation would be nice, but none of that is tweaked. This is just straight out the box. That's doing the bare minimum to the camera for our settings, what you can expect to see.
I'm about to go to full.
All right. And so now Beloved is on the camera. She's on one of our other cameras. The shot that you're seeing now is the Panasonic AGCX350. So Beloved is hot on that one right now. And so that's giving you a better shot of the back of the Blackmagic camera. And so, yeah. So this video wasn't scheduled, but so if any of you good folks happen to stumble upon this video and have any questions, feel free to hit me up, and I will do my best to answer any of your comments later, you know? And so, with that being said, I'm gonna do a few more minutes. That way I can go back and look at it myself and just see how things are working out. But I really feel good about the new form factor. I thought the 10-inch screen, going from a 10-inch screen to the 7-inch screen would be a huge adjustment. But I gotta say that the 7-inch is perfect for this camera. It's also gonna make packing multiple cameras inside of a Pelican case much easier, because you can have 3 of these in a Pelican case and do your lenses and all that good stuff. Now you will be able to have one case with all of your cameras and your lenses. And if you're doing a 3-camera shoot.
Martin, tell them about the low light, Martin.
Now we own 3 of the original. I will say not the original studio camera, but the Blackmagic 4K 2 camera, the one without the battery. We own 3 of those, and we used those for like 2 years, and we was able to have a lot of success with those. But I will say, straight out the box, this new camera has a much better image quality as well as low light performance. Like, to sit in this room, I would need the room lights on. I would need LED lights, like 2 or 3 of them. Like right now, it's literally just the recess lights and 1 LED light that's lighting me. Yeah, let's kill the room lights and we'll see how it looks. So Beloved is actually going to, I'm going to go back to the video so I can see it as it happens.
3, 2, 1.
All right, switch to camera 1, Lawrence. So Beloved just killed the room lights. And so the recessed lights are off. And this is just 1 LED light on. And coming to the new Blackmagic 4K Pro. And with the LED lights off, with the room lights off, you still get a good idea of the low light performance. Because literally, it's just the up lights, the LED lights on the back of the screens, and there's 1 LED light that's lighting this video right now. And the gain isn't cranked up. Right now, the gain is on, if I'm not mistaken, I left the gain on 0. So the gain is on 0. And so,
Tell me when it's
yeah. So you could turn the room lights. You know what, real quick? Lawrence, if you could switch to camera 4 so we can show them a comparison between the low light performance on the Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K Pro versus the Panasonic AG-CX350. And we haven't color matched anything yet, but so you can see that it really competes with the Panasonic as far as low light performance. So we can go back to camera 1 and you'll see that it holds its own. The low light, now if I cranked up the gain or the ISO as they call it, it would really bring out the light and the light some. But right now it's just one LED light to my left that's at 25% brightness, and no other lights is on except for the up lights. So you can.
And these walls aren't white as they appear, so that's even more impressive.
So she's turning back on the rim lights.
2, 1, lights.
So now with the regular room lights back on, you see. Now imagine if you're doing a professional shoot, of course you're gonna light the subject with 3-point lighting and all that great stuff. So imagine if you lit professionally, how good the video would look. And so this is, I gotta say that I'm really impressed with the performance thus far. And I want to share this one more place because I know some of my fellow Blackmagic users is going to want to see this. So y'all bear with me. Like I said, this isn't scripted or planned. It's just raw, live, uncut, learning and testing this new camera. And paste. Are you gonna paste? When you want the thing, man, technology is such a pain. So I think Lawrence is showing you the back of the camera, and Lawrence, and as you switch, you could tell him what you showing him. So your mic is hot.
Oh.
And he said, "Man, I don't want to be talking on the camera. I just want to be switching." Share, copy, link. Okay, now I got the link again. Let me go ahead and share it to Facebook. Hopefully Facebook will cooperate this time. All right, Facebook is cooperating. So, yeah, this is just a quick test. And I'm still debating on if we're gonna take these out to our streaming gig this weekend. We're doing a 2-day concert. I'm not, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I get the zoom command and the zoom demand and the focus demand to be able to pull focus more easy versus having to reach around to the front of the camera. But I will be testing in the lab, and once the zoom demand and focus demand ships, we'll have those. We got 2 more of these cameras on the way. And so when they arrive, we're gonna do studio tests using 3 of them going into the video rig. And so let me check the YouTube comments real quick.
I was just about to suggest that.
And I hope I make this video public. You got your phone?
Want me to grab it?
Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that this thing is not streaming unlisted. Cause that would be too funny. But like I said, it's unplanned and just raw and live. So I know I'll probably get a few dislikes because it's not a planned, but you know, whatever. I just love playing with technology, and the goal is for my team to practice on the switcher, practice on the cameras, learn this new technology, and just really, really have fun. So I sent it to your Facebook Messenger
Okay.
inbox, and let's see if you could see it and see if you got audio. You should have audio because I see I got levels and everyththing.
I got audio.
Okay. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. And I didn't put this on my timeline, but you know what I'll do? I will. Let's see. So some of the other tests that we got planned is plugging in. I ordered the external USB hard drive. So I'm gonna be plugging in a hard drive and recording using the camera locally and testing the feature in the ATEM software to be able to start the recording from the switcher software. I think that'll be a pretty good test to see if they incorporated that technology from the Pocket Cinema 4 and 6Ks into this camera as well, being able to trigger the recording and stuff live. And so, but I'm really excited from being a user of the last model for 3 years. I see the improvements in the color quality and oh my goodness, the low light performance. It's just off the charts. Because, you know, some of the venues that we go into,
I'm going to 4.
we don't have, what you said?
I'm going to 4.
The who?
4 is hot.
4 is hot. Oh, okay. Sounded like you said floor is hot. I was like, okay. I hope it ain't. Hot feet. So as you can see, the screen on the camera looks good. We're connected via SDI. I'm really, really excited to get the studio converter. That way we don't have to run SDI cables, power. You just run one Ethernet cable and it delivers a 10 gig signal over 10 gig Ethernet, all your camera control and all that. And I feel as though that's gonna make setup and tear down be super, super breezy. And so now I'm looking for Ethernet cable that's at least 100 feet, 200 feet, that's certified 10 gig. And so I haven't did a lot of research in it yet. I may be capped at 50 feet as far as 10 gig Ethernet goes. So, but I'm gonna be looking into that. If you have any suggestions for Ethernet cable of long length that'll support 10 gig, let me know, because I want to start getting that stuff in the inventory now. That way, when we start taking these cameras out on the road, I can have a whole kit put together. And so, but some events we're still going to use the Panasonics. We got 3 of those. Some events we're still going to use some of the other cameras we got. But I'm going to really give it a shot using the new Studio 4K Pros. Now, I was tempted to get the Studio 4K Plus because I love the fact that it's $500 cheaper, but I just know that having the option to do SDI, but mostly it's the Ethernet port that sold me, being able to have everything going over the one cable. And so we're going to standardize on that. Even though the studio converters are added expense, I just feel that it's an expense that's going to be worth it in the long run. even though my flight case, I'm looking at my flight case now and trying to figure out.
Flight case fit like tight jeans right
Just, the case can be doing a big booty jump, trying to get the jeans up.
now. So you put Vaseline on your thighs to get your
A
jeans.
lot of lotion, a lot of lotion. So I'm gonna go back to YouTube real quick and just see if I see any comments or anything. It don't look like it. And so I'm sure it's a Saturday night, people out in these streets. But I just wanted to do a quick test. Be Love, you got any questions?
Nope.
Lawrence, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, from your standpoint, Lawrence, looking at camera one, and you can show camera one, and looking at camera four, and you can switch to camera four. Just at a quick glance, which camera you like the best?
Quick glance.
Yeah. Between 1 and 4.
Look like the eye doctor. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Is it more clear now?
I think 4.
3 or 4.
Camera
Yeah, so-
4.
But the beauty about one is easier to paint the color to match 4 or any other camera.
Okay.
And we'll be able to do that from the software. And also, they sell a camera control panel that look just like our advanced panel. And it's like 4 sections where you can tweak the colors with knobs
Oh, wow.
and just
Okay.
make the colors,
Get mad creative
everything that's match.
or petty.
Paint.
Whatever suits the environment.
So if somebody come on with a negative attitude, you can just make them all green. Like, oh, I'm
Especially
sorry.
if it's green screen and they just disappear.
Yeah, but we just having fun, just testing. So, with that being said, my name is J Rock, Event Stream Team, testing, not pre-recorded, just a quick live test. We were in the lab, so we decided just to turn on the cameras and do a test so that later we can go and watch it on the TV and just see how this camera looks using minimum lighting. Because with the right amount of light, we can make any camera look halfway decent. But its cameras really struggle with low lights. And so I feel like out the box, this Joker is doing pretty good. And it's not dialed in yet, so we should be all right.
Basic settings, basic protocols, just see what's possible straight out the box.
Exactly. And so I love the fact that it's touchscreen, and then it has a parameter knob. So you touch the setting you want to change, then you twist the knob. So that's gonna make it super fast to make settings. But of course, hopefully when you're at the events, you can get everything dialed in, and hopefully the lighting conditions will remain consistent. Shout out to all the LDs out there who like to change the color temperature at the last minute. But I think the quality is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. All right, real quick, Lawrence, go to camera 3 for me. Camera 3 is showing you a close-up of the camera. And in action. Camera 4 is going to give you a better shot of the screen, more behind the scenes look at the camera. And camera 1 is the camera itself. the image that this camera produces with minimum lighting and minimum tweaks. And so none of these cameras are dialed in. Like I said, we just turned the system on, and just wanted to give a raw, out the box, this is how this bad boy looks.
Lights on the birthday camera. Lights on the birthday camera.
And you may notice that my tally lights isn't working. I have to get a bidirectional converter, 3G converter, to get my tally and camera control. That'll be delivered hopefully Tuesday. And then we'll do a live video talking about that. All right. So Lawrence, you can hit the intro joint on the after I say goodbye. Appreciate y'all. J-Rock, Event Stream Team, Power Jam DJs, quick and dirty test of this camera. And y'all have a good night. Peace.
Welcome to the new era.